You never think you're going to lose your mind from something as simple as moving apartments, but I did. I wasn't hallucinating, I wasn't sleep deprived or grieving or off my meds because I wasn't on any. Everything I'm about to tell you happened. At least I'm pretty sure it did. It started last November. I'd just taken a job in Newark, and after 2 weeks of Airbnb hopping, I finally signed a lease at this quiet little brick building in Westfield, New Jersey. Unit 3F. Old elevator, narrow hallway, radiators that clicked like teeth in the walls. But the rent was cheap, and it had a little balcony. I figured, why not? There was only one other apartment on my floor, 3E, and an empty unit they were renovating at the end of the hall. I never met the guy in 3E, but I heard him. Quiet footsteps, a low cough. Sometimes I'd see the light under his door late at night. It made me feel less alone at first. The first letter came 3 days after I moved in. Not in the mailbox. Someone slid it under my door. No envelope, just folded printer paper, typed, not handwritten. The kind of thing you wouldn't even notice on your way to grab groceries. It read, "Welcome to 3F. I hear you walking. You have a heavy step. Are you sad?" No name, no threat, just that. I almost laughed. Figured maybe the neighbor was weird or lonely or trying to be poetic. I didn't respond, didn't mention it to anyone. I should have. Over the next few nights, I started noticing things. My balcony door was cracked open one morning. Not wide, just a sliver. I blamed the wind. Twice I woke up to my TV on. Static, full volume. I'd get these faint knocking sounds, soft, rhythmic, like tapping from inside the walls. And the footsteps, always the footsteps, pacing, just past midnight, back and forth, right outside my door. One night I waited by the peephole to finally catch the neighbor pacing, but when I looked, no one was there. Just the hall, still and yellow lit. But I saw something. Right before I turned away, I swear, the doorknob on 3E twitched. Not turned, not jiggled, twitched, like someone inside was holding it, listening. I knocked, no answer. I pressed my ear to the door, nothing. But then, a faint inhale. Someone was inside. A second note arrived the next day, folded again, slid under the door while I was out. It said, "You stay up late. I do too. You knock loud. Why do you listen so hard?" That line made my stomach turn. Why do you listen so hard? Whoever wrote this was watching, listening. I asked the super about 3E. He shrugged. Old guy, keeps to himself. Been here longer than me. I asked for his name. The super just shook his head. Doesn't get mail. The next 2 weeks felt like slow suffocation. I stopped sleeping. Every night was a low hum of dread. I kept the lights on, kept my boots by the door. I started leaving my TV on, not out of fear, but because the silence was worse. I stopped inviting people over, canceled dinner with my sister, ignored calls. My reflection started looking wrong, not like me, just off. Eyes a little wider, shoulders too tense, and the letters didn't stop. Did you hear it crawl last night? You don't blink enough. Your shadow moves different than you. One night, I lost it. I slammed on 3E's door, pounded with both fists. "I know it's you," I yelled. "Enough with the notes." Nothing. Then, click. The lock turned, but the door didn't open. I backed up, my mouth dry. It stayed shut. Silent. I left the hallway, heart in my throat, and didn't sleep at all. At 3:12 a.m., I heard 3 knocks on my door. Measured, even. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Then a voice, male, barely above a whisper. "Do you know what's behind your mirror?" At dawn, I ripped the mirror from my bathroom wall. Behind it, dry wall, except there were scratches in the paint, like fingernails, and below them, faint numbers. 30217. A code, a date. I called the police. They checked the hallway camera. Said it hadn't worked in months. They knocked on 3E. No answer. They opened it. The unit was empty. No furniture, no mattress, not even dust, just walls. And in the corner, a chair. Facing my door, I asked the building office for tenant records. They said no one had leased 3E in over a year. But I heard someone, the breathing, the footsteps, the voice. I replayed it over and over in my mind. Do you know what's behind your mirror? I moved out that week, didn't pack, just walked out and never went back. But the story doesn't end there. 6 months later, I got a letter forwarded to my new address. No return name. Inside, one sentence. The next tenant has a lighter step. That's it. No threat, No signature, no mention of me, just the next person. I think about them sometimes, whoever lives there now. I wonder if they hear the breathing, the knocks, the whispers through the wall. I wonder if they ever check behind the mirror. 2 nights ago, I heard footsteps in my hallway, not outside, inside, pacing back and forth. I live on the ground floor now, no upstairs neighbors. And just now, right before I started recording this, my bathroom mirror had a crack down the middle. I didn't touch it. I haven't gone in there since. They asked in the letter, "You don't blink enough." I think I finally understand what that meant. Because now, if I stop watching the mirror, I swear I'll see something blink back.